All right, so I'm going to tell you a story. It's about me taking my family on a trip to Yellowstone. So this was something I look forward to. I remember when I was 3 years old, when my family drove around America and we went to Yellowstone, and it was an incredible experience. I remember the smell of the sulfur at the hot springs. To smell, once you smell it, you never forget it. It kind of sticks in your mind. So anyway, I decided I'm taking my family to Yellowstone. At the time, I think my oldest son was about 8. My daughter was, I think, 5 or 6. And I drove in my electric car, my Tesla, for 3 days from San Francisco Bay Area to West Yellowstone. Stayed the night in West Yellowstone. And then the next day, took my family into Yellowstone for the very first time. I took them up on top of one of the famous hot springs, one of the geysers, and it's all bubbling with smoke and mud, and I smell that smell. Now, you got a picture. I'm there. I got one kid in each arm, right? I've got them, and I'm holding them there, and I'm walking in, and I'm up on this deck. There's probably, I would say, like 100 tourists around, all within earshot of me. And I spent 3 days in the car with my family, and I'm there with these two beautiful children. My wife's standing right there. I mean, we look like the picture perfect family. We're tourists. We're there. We're doing this family trip. I've got both kids there, and I'm showing them the geyser, and they're looking at it in somewhat amazement. I mean, they've spent 3 days in the car. They're kind of thinking like, okay, the iPad was pretty cool, but okay, I'm looking at a geyser, whatever, And I decide, I'm going to comment on the smell. I say, hey, you smell that? Now, I smell the smell. It smells, if you ever been to Yellowstone and you've seen these things, it smells like, they say it smells like sulfur. I mean, I think it smells like rotten eggs. I mean, it smells, it's a smell you can't forget. So I say to the kids, I say, you guys see that? That's the guy. So this is Yellowstone. I mean, do you smell that? What does that smell like? Now, there's tourists all around us. I'm standing there with a kid in each arm, and I'm saying to them, you guys smell that? What does that smell like? And without skipping a beat, both of them at the exact same time says, it smells like Daddy's farts. If I was a turtle, I would have stuck my head in my shell and crawled back to the car. I mean, there was tourists all around me, and I think the whole platform laughed in unison when they heard this, and I didn't know what to say. So anyway, I will never forget that. That was my trip to Yellowstone.